Well, hello and welcome to day 2 of 5 tips for relaxation and revitalization. Yesterday I started the week with a great song and talking about playlists and how we can really lift our energy when we're feeling low. Today is all about being able to calm when we're in a state of stress, anxiety, perhaps even panic. My name is Susanne Wiechert of Energize Me, and I'm really happy to bring these tips to you this week. Now, if you've been following me at all, you might very well have heard me speak before about hit the pause button. But there are 3 parts to this, and I've got my hit it, flick it, park it method, which I've taught to my clients very often before. And today I'm going to be showing you what the flick it means. So this is for those of you who feel the stresses and the strains and the worries and whatever comes along, you feel it on your shoulders. Are you the kind of person who feels the weight on here when something comes along and you don't know how to cope with it? Well, in those moments, what I'd like you to do is to use this technique, and you can make it as funny as you want to create some humor into the problem, because our objective is to be able to shift the energy, to be able to change the mindset, to be able to create some space between what is actually happening and how you're going to cope with it, so that you can come from a place of calm, to be able to come from a place of stature and being able to be the boss in the situation, rather than be taken over by it all. So just imagine that whatever has appeared is literally on your shoulder. Now it might be the left shoulder or the right shoulder, whichever feels the way that you are resonating with it. It might be on both. But now just imagine this thing has landed on your shoulder, and you're looking at it, and it's reduced to a really little size, a little bit like an insect landing on your shoulder. And instead of sort of freaking out, what I want you to say is, hang on a second, I haven't invited you here. You're going to talk to it in your mind. Of course, I'm speaking out loud for you for the purposes of having a bit of fun as well. You're imagining this problem here, looking at some funny looking insect, and you're going to literally tell it to flick off. So you're going to flick off that problem. Give yourself time before it flies back again to take a deep breath and letting that go, and take another deep breath and letting it go, and take another deep breath and letting it go. And in that time of just breathing, what you've been doing is seeing that insect, that problem, flying off your shoulders, going into the distance, and allowing yourself to speak to it in a way to say, right, when I'm ready to deal with you, I'll invite you back if I need to. So in this sense, you are literally flicking that problem off your shoulder. Now, obviously, if you've got an emergency that you need to see to immediately, that's something different. But oftentimes, we get something that comes up and creates panic within us. And I had it over the weekend, not myself, but actually with my parents. I'm just going to share something with you. It's a little personal story that happened Sunday evening. They were getting ready to go home, and what happened, but my father's car wouldn't start, and he immediately went almost into panic. What do we do now? He was pacing back and forth. He was catastrophizing all sorts of things. Now, in this instance, I would have said, hang on a second, what's the worst thing that could happen? Let's first of all take a breath. See this problem as the problem on your shoulder. We're going to just flick it off for now. Take a breather. Let's think about what we can do to deal with the problem. And of course we came to a solution, and later on the car did start. They were able to go back home without any issues. But it might be that you have a problem at work. You have a situation that arises. Think of the flick it method. If you've heard me talking about hit the pause button below before and you'd like to revisit that, I've got a link on YouTube which I'll share in comments afterwards for the replay. Join me for that too, and another time I'll tell you all about the park it method. Hope that's helpful to you today. See you tomorrow for tip number 3 out of 5 ways to relax and revitalise your energy. Bye for now.